There he is. Hey, Niall, hello. Who in the hell? Well, what do you know, you guys? How you doing? Good day, Niall. Pardon our intrusion. Oh, it's that bard guy and, your highness. Good day to you, yeah? You even have Zin the Immovable of Calvar with you. You got kind of a gang going on here, Estelle. Haha, a lot of stuff's happened since we last met. How'd your coverage of the election in Rouen go? Damn, well that's how. Got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Speaking of what brings you by today, got a hot scoop for your old buddy Niall. Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. We heard Liberal News received a threatening letter. You guys were investigating that thing? I figured the military would have taken care of that one. We're working on requests from the military, actually. So, do you know anything? Well, I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything. That's real helpful, Niall. Come now, you're a newsman, a hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who our villain is. I don't have time for this. That's a bit impolite, you two. Niall, I know this is a lot to ask, but please, if you know anything at all, share it with us, please. Whoa, hey, your highness, you don't need to lower your head to me. We're crying. Fine. Okay, so this is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got a letter. Not even close. Leicester Fortress got one, then the Cathedral, the Airship Company, the Hotel Roenbaum, and then both embassies, Granso Castle, and the Herb Royal Villa. Yeah, we know that already. There were 9 letters in total. Huh? Something wrong? Niall? We heard that from the military already. What? Damn it, that was my big scoop for the day. Poor Niall, man. Poor Niall. He just wants to be helpful. Doesn't look like we're gonna get much out of this. Yeah, time to move on, I think. Now you wait just 1 second, Missy. You keep talking like that, and Niall Burns, star reporter for the Liberal News, is gonna have a name worth a pile of scrap. Alright, let me let you in on my take of this whole mess. Well, okay. You may want to be brief, Mr. Burns. Fine, listen up. Here's the short of it. My gut tells me this is some kind of huge prank. The threats aren't real. We thought of that too. You sound awfully sure though. Mind telling us why you're so convinced? Okay, trick is, I've covered terrorist threats like this before, right? But with this, there's no reality to the threat. Threats only work and have power if they describe or at least imply something nasty that's gonna happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that. Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you does not offer much in the way of a specific threat. Exactly. I've got a hunch this isn't about stopping the signing ceremony at all. This is more about getting people worked up over a threat and then sitting back and watching the fireworks. I see. That's kind of a good point. There is some sense behind it. I'm still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent, though. And each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony. Yes, for a prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening. That does seem kind of true on the surface. Think about it though, all the info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Hell, I knew about these places weeks ago. Anyway, I'm going to be working on this assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat and we can compare notes later, huh? Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Niall. That actually helped a lot. My boy Niall coming in clutch. Darn right it did. Just stop by if you want to swap stories. I'll be sitting around here until the pack's signed. Okay. Oh, speaking of sitting around here, I don't see Dorothy anywhere. Ah, right, she's off working at the Boast region. I sent her to snag some photos. What? For a special of some kind? Yeah, related to the Royal Army. You remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base, right? The one you guys busted? Oh, all the while. The Army decided those rats had the right idea and have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. They're running airship pilot training out there now. Okay, neat. So, she went off to get coverage off the base then. That's the idea, yeah. I was a little worried about sending her off on her own, but gotta do it sometime. Dorothy on her own, huh? Scary. Oh, wait, duh. Speaking of girls on their own, what's up? Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbell. Never heard of the guy. Pretty sure he's never been in our classifieds or wanted columns either. Figures. But hey, this is part of the job, right? If you guys are totally stuck, I'll help you out. We could put them up in the classifieds if you want. I even have a few people in Crossbell I could poke. Thanks, Niall. You're way more reliable than I thought you'd be. I think I need to upgrade my opinion of you. Of course you do. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Was I not reliable before? Just kidding. Alright, let's get back to the guild house then. Charizard should be back by now. Hopefully, yes. Thank you again, Niall. It was no big, come by anytime. I like Niall, he's neat. Pretty funny. Oh my word, that was a lot of reading, and we're gonna have to do more. Back to the guild house. I need a drink of water before I start reading some more. We're back! Welcome back. Sorry, I know we're a bit late. Hey, where's Tita and Ren? They returned just before you did. I believe they're enjoying the spoils of a hard-fought shopping campaign on the second floor. Sounds like they have fun. Anyway, we got a lot to report, Words. Yes, please. I see. Sounds like you had a fairly productive day then. I guess we didn't get anything decisive, though. Chera, did you find anything? I managed to find a very large pile of nothing. The hotel, the cathedral, the airship company. No one had the slightest clue as to who would send such letters. The leader of the airship company is deathly afraid the sender might demand money next. There haven't been any follow-ups letters, though, to anyone. Damn. Doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is the society's behind all this? I'd say like 99%. I don't think we could safely say that at this point. Your primary focus up until now has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel orbits they possess. And we know the gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly haven't shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it matches the society's MO. Huh, I guess Ruan and Zeiss have me on the edge. No, it's perfectly understandable. Regardless, I think we could safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all the testimonies into a report. Could I ask you to deliver it to Colonel Sid at Herb Royal Villa tomorrow? Sure. We didn't find the sender in the end, so I feel kind of bad, but I guess it's all we can do. Oh, Herb. Right, Shara, did you find anything out about Ren? I did have some results on that end, though not in the way I expected. Let me start with the hotel, the Hayworths, all three of them, definitely stayed there for about 2 weeks. They kept the same room for the entire time in a fairly typical tourist fashion. It was only just this morning that they checked out. Okay. I then visited the cathedral. It seems the Hayworths came to worship a number of times while they were away. However, the father who ministered to them said he felt there was something off about their behavior, Words. But they seemed distracted during prayer specifically. That would match what Miss Hilda said. Yeah. And finally, the airship company. That's where things get very strange. Strange how so? Their names are Harold Sophia and Ren Hayworth from Crossbow, yes? There are no records of anyone matching those names, nor that nationality, and the records go back 6 months. No way, but that is a mystery, though perhaps they traveled by land. Did Ren come to Laburo by land? Wait a minute. That can't be right. When we first met her, she was talking about landing in an airship. Oh yeah, she did say that, didn't she? Yes, at Airleton. She said she saw a lake on the way down. Troubling. It's possible they were traveling under assumed names, not assured. Assumed names? Why would they? They must have had something to hide, or maybe they're hiding from someone. Or like runaways or something, maybe? Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. I've contacted every guild branch in the country about Ren's parents. For the moment, all we can do is wait for more information to come in. As for Ren herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now. Yeah, I'd feel terrible if she got wrapped up in something. Could you leave her with me, maybe? This mission kind of feels personal now. I was gonna suggest that, actually. Thank you. The guild will pay for everyone's lodgings while you're in Grand Cell, naturally. That includes Ren, so don't worry. Thanks, Alden. Oh, wait, speaking of staying the night, we might actually not need that tonight. You see... My, that's quite the invitation. It is, honestly. I'd absolutely love to stay there again, but I'm afraid I'll need to decline this time. It'll be far easier for the guild to reach at least one of us at the hotel. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. We might hear something about Ren's parents. I guess I should stay at the hotel too then. Sorry, Chloe. Don't worry. I'll explain the situation to Hilda. I'm sure she won't mind. Zin and I are to stay at our respective embassies. The princess shall retire to her castle, naturally. So that means you two and the girls will be staying at the hotel then. Parting on these terms would be dreadfully dull. Since we're all together this evening, shall we enjoy a nice dinner at the bar? Good idea. And you know, I actually like to hear you play the piano again, Olivier. It's been a while. Ah, sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Have you come to appreciate the mature flavor at last, I wonder? I'm gonna snap those heartstrings if you keep it up. Snapping or no, we should get going. With a group this large, it could be hard to find seating. Alright, let's call the girls and be off. I'm giving my throat a break by not reading that, like, narrating stuff. Okay, let's split up here then. Chloe, be careful on your way home. It's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital. Huh? Miss Chloe, you live in Grancel? Yes, I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Well, if you'll pardon me. Have a good night, Chloe. Good night, Chloe. Flygon, welcome back. I'm sorry to hear that your stream wasn't, like, working properly. It did, like, disconnect once, but, I mean, it's been back for at least, like, 20 minutes now. Wow, that was one heck of a party. Olivier even dragged poor Mueller into it. And who was it that dragged poor Mr. Burns into it all? Not that he seemed to mind, words. Well, I figured, what the heck. Ren, did you have fun? Yeah, I did. The food was good, and everyone was talking about neat stuff. The piano music was really pretty, too. Yeah, Olivier's really good at it. I was kind of surprised. Olivier's good at something. Well, he's not all hot air when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. I mean, he is quite the musician, I'll give him that. His music is good. Sure you want to duck out already, Shara? Zin and the others are still having a lot of fun. Professional courtesy, Estelle. If I stayed, you know I'd just drink under the table. Since we do have work tomorrow, I thought I'd cut out early and spare them the pain. Shara saying no to alcohol? What has this ghost done with Shara? Fair enough. Let's go get our hotel rooms then. This is not Shara. I refuse to believe it. Shara actually being responsible. Pardon, are you the bracers and company we're expecting? Forgive me, but we're unable to secure a 4-person room for you. Would you be willing to accept a pair of 2-person rooms? Oh, sure. How do you want to split them up, Shara? I mean, it's pretty obvious how we do it. I'm fine with any arrangement. Set it up however you please. I want to be with Miss Estelle. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. I was honestly expecting just Ren and Tita, just because they're both like children. You've been busy with work, so we haven't had time to talk at all, but this also sounds right. No fair, Ren. I wanted to be with Estelle too, oh no. Then you should have said so sooner, Slowpoke. I know. What if all 3 of us stayed in the same room? We could share a bed. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. I'll let you borrow Estelle for tonight, Ren. Thank you, Tita. I think I got horse traded. You do have a way with the ladies, Estelle. Well, that leaves the 2 of us, Tita. How about I show you a few tarot card games before we settle in for the night? Okay. Oh, wow. This room isn't like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. There's a big building outside the window. Oh. This is the same room that we were with Joshua in, oh my word. Miss Estelle, what's wrong? Nothing really. I'm actually glad they showed me that flashback because I would not have put that together. More importantly, I'm sorry, Ren. We couldn't find your Papa or Mama today. It's okay. Papa and Mama promised they'd come back. You don't need to search so hard. But Mom and Dad are very... I'm done saying Papa and Mama, by the way. Mom and Dad are very good at hide and seek. Not as good as me, of course, but still. I don't think you'll ever find them very easily. Is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it. Yeah, it's okay for the best. It's for the best, but never mind that right now. I have two big favors to ask of you. Oh, what's up? I can't tell you unless you promise to do them ahead of time. Yikes, did your dad teach you to drive a bargain like that? Okay, sure, if it's something I can do, I promise I will. Really? Yay. The first thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on? Huh? Call me? Oh, you mean drop the miss part. Yeah. Tita gets to call you Estelle all the time, so I don't want to have to call you Miss Estelle. Is that right? Alright, I don't mind. I never stood that much on formality anyway. It's not like I'm your teacher or anything. So you really don't mind? Estelle. Estelle. Oh, I love it. Glad you like it. Call me Estelle as much as you want, Ren. Okay, Estelle. That makes me happy. Oh, that's good. So what was the other thing, Ren? Oh, yeah. Well, can you tell me why you were so surprised when we came into this room? You had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. See, I've actually stayed in this very room before with someone else. Stepping in here just reminded me of him. Really? Was it your lover? Was this your love nest? Not quite. He's someone I've known for a very long time, and we've gotten very close, but, well, it's complicated. We're not together right now, though. Yeah, you had to play the first game. Ooh. Well, what kind of man is he, huh? What's his name? What does he look like? Yikes. Questions. His name is Joshua. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you really call him more beautiful than handsome, really. Huh? Beautiful? Yeah, he cross-dressed as a girl twice. And let's just say he made a great princess in a certain play. In fact, it looked amazing on him. Don't forget the maid. Don't forget about Karen. Wow, that sounds fun. Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh? I don't really know, actually. Oh, you don't know when you'll see him again? And that's why you look sad, right? Sort of, but I'm okay. I'm gonna find him and drag him back home, even if it takes years. But why did you seem so sad? Well, because I'm sure Joshua's off somewhere, in way over his head, and I can't do anything to help him. That makes me sad, I guess. Sorry, Ren. This must be pretty boring since you don't know Joshua at all. No way, it's neat. Joshua was a really wonderful person, huh? Wonderful? Actually, right now I think he's a bit of a jerk. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye. Taking my first. Huh? First what? Oh, were you gonna say first kiss? What? Nothing at all. Okay, yep, I'm all tired. Time to go to sleep. Hey, no fair. I'm not gonna sleep until I hear the whole thing. Boy, I messed that one up. Oh, Estelle, you got yourself into that, Estelle. After that, Estelle and Ren went to bed, but remained awake for a little while, talking about various things. Eventually, once she could hear nothing but Ren's slow, peaceful breathing, Estelle gave in to the exhaustion which had been piling up on her eyelids and fell into sleep herself. I thought we were going to see Joshua here. That would have been a nice time to be like, oh, what's Joshua up to? These losers again. Oh, it's Agate and Annalise. Haha, bingo. Yup, looks like we found our rats. So, they're holed up in the old mine, huh? Not a bad spot, all things considered. This is where those sky bandits kept that ship hijacked, right? Think so, yeah. Estelle and her team ended up fighting the bandits in the big central hollow a bit further in. Nice big open space, huh? I bet our guys are in the same spot. So what do you think? Go in for the heroic charge now or what? Yeah, we don't have time to contact anyone. No heroics though, at least not yet. First we sneak in, then take a look at how many men they got in there. Right behind you. Oh, campfire. At least it's not as loud as the Symphonia campfire. This I can deal with. That's weird. This is definitely their hideout. Where the hell is everyone? Yeah, we totally tracked them here. So where'd all those intelligence weirdos go? They might have figured out we were onto them, but... Ah, screw it. Let's have a look around.